Yo, collect and connect.
Blake and Chad. Chad
And Blake.
Collect
And connect.
Blake and Chad's Collect and Connect.
This is Luke Chu. Dave Pressler.
Blake and Chad's.
This is
Blake and Chad's.
This is
Collect and Connect.
Doing that stuff, man. Right. That's weird.
Like that was some of the earliest family fun. Right?
That's so funny. I'm like, oh my
people
god,
started making
I couldn't
memes.
imagine that.
Cracked me up, man. I think one of the original ones is the Mona Lisa, right? It's on my Twitter banner.
Oh yeah.
I think it's hilarious, right? The same, like, how can
It's
you
so
not laugh
great,
at yourself
yeah.
in those things? And sometimes you just see something that's too funny not to share. Like, yeah, but
Well, with everyone across the board up there, man.
Yeah,
They-
exactly.
You guys can take a joke, and that's the best part, you know.
Because we're human, right?
That's just it.
And I think
Yeah.
that the memes. I mean, memes are such a core part of crypto and internet culture anyway, right? It's kind of good to lean into, but like being able to laugh about it and not being easily offended or whatever humanizes us a bit, right? And because we built this over the internet for years, you kind of need little connecting points like that to be able to say like we're just normal people, like we can take a joke. It's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
As long as you don't turn off this camera, you're like, that was 2 hours. I killed my night.
I've leaked some pretty ridiculous photos into the community when people are like, hey, do you think you could send me a photo of you in like a wizard's cloak and a thing? I'm like, actually, yes, I can. Yes. Here you go.
That's right. I thought it was good. Wait a second, you will do it.
Yeah, got it. I have been NFTed, right, by other people. And
You feel that's weird too, right? Memes.
it is, but like,
holy.
it's also funny, right? Normally it's pretty funny. So no, I'm happy to just let that be for now. Yeah.
Sent the email, and then you connected so nicely. And I also want to thank you for that, the Sabat, Ali Sabat. He is a fantastic artist. If you check him out later,
very nice guy.
Super nice
Yeah,
guy.
he's gonna be he'll be at DesignerCon, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think him and David are gonna chat one day. So I really appreciate it. I think he's like number 4 Coinbase artist in the world. He's like, he does some really good stuff on, for his community as well.
I actually
Some very cool projects.
about him from your videos. So
Awesome.
All
That's good to hear.
Awesome, man.
It's great, right? Like I used to joke about this all the time, but I would learn more about what's going on with VeVe from the community than I would from the company, because it's like,
hey, they're sharks, man. You put a product down there, you got a list of when it was made, who made it, how much it made. You're like,
now I'm doing it, right? Now I'm like, oh yeah, we dropped this August, and I'll be like September. I'm like,
oh, that's good. You got any?
Well, hang on, before we go further, show me some of your collectibles. What do you got? What do you got behind you? What do you I'd like to throw the question back to you. What's the one possession or item that's meaningful to you, not collectible, and then we'll dive into collectibles.
Okay. All right, Chad, you want to start that one, or
not collectible? Or
put us on the spot.
I mean, it can be collectible. If a collectible of yours is the most meaningful thing that you own, then sure, But yeah, I'd like to.
Not even that. It's not even necessarily that I own, but I guess it just had my first kid a year and a half ago, so that's gonna be that trumps everything nowadays.
The thing? Yeah, fantastic.
It's 100%.
I got 2 kids. I'm already past that, so it's all this timing.
Like, I got other stuff now.
This is why the second kid always goes bad, right? The first one. The
first one is she got straight A's. She's good to go to college.
Oh, that's awesome! Congrats on the child rearing.
Yeah,
thank you, definitely.
Yeah, she's definitely beautiful, man. So honestly, my kids too, man. It's something that brings you back to reality when you got them punching you in the face, or you're like, man, I used to do that to my dad. Yeah, my little boy like, just elbow dropping me. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get a drop here. No, but that's really it. But I don't know if you hear this enough, but bringing the family in and having the app now and doing drops with them is even fucking cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But it comes down to the kids. I do have a bunch of collectibles. Let me see if I can show you here. No, let's see. Okay, so starting up there.
Yeah, nice.
My skate deck from Jenna Morello. We did an interview from her, and then we got a bunch of Ron, Sket One, Koziks, Camilla's.
And so, did you just start this collection after you started with VeVe?
A week ago.
A week ago.
More or less, though, for myself too. That's kind of went overboard. And yeah.
That's what I said. At one point, I had way too many boxes at my front door. I swear, it was like my wife was like, "You're gonna pay the mortgage this month, right?" I'm like, "Yes, I got you."
I just gotta sell this one toy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I don't sell, so they just hold. I'm a holder, man. I'm a holder.
It's all of us, man. It gets all of us.
Yeah,
all right, hang on. We both answered with the appropriate answer. You love your children. Fantastic. Have you got a favorite collectible, physical or VeVe, that means something to you or that stands out?
Man, it has to be between Ron English and Sket One.
Okay.
Sket One has shown us so much support, just helping us. And again, thank you for helping us with these giveaways. Like, oh my gosh.
Favorite collectible, Jack?
For me, if I'm gonna go even, I'd say NFT off of VeVe. Yeah, it's gonna be between Sket One and probably Luke Chu.
Oh yeah,
the Ghost Bears are the original Ting there, and then Luke Chu's. Not because I have them signed by them, but or anything, but I mean,
that's all a bit more meaning, right? Like,
but it's just I don't know, something that draws them, but it's a tough one to say though. I'm not gonna lie, like it's tough to pick one. There's so many cool stuff that they
sort of get that.
Well, then you dive in the rabbit hole, and it's just like I just keep coming across new artists, and getting new stuff, and it's like, well, this is my favorite. It's like, well, it's like kind of all my favorite, but
yeah, that's awesome.
So I mean, it's hard to pick just one out of the collectible. I mean, a lot of the stuff though, Blake had definitely grabbed some Sket One stuff, that's for sure. Signed a few things for us and all that. So I mean, that's pretty cool to be able to have stuff like that. Like that's it adds to it.
Yeah,
for sure. Especially talking with them and whatnot, and the artist and that, and like it feeling it like it's a little bit personalized in a sense, right? Or knowing that the person you're getting it from actually that's who you got it from in a way.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's why I like the art stuff, the artist stuff. Like it's just a bit more personal, right? And it's easier to be
exactly. Yeah.
But like you're meeting them and talking with them, and you're becoming friends, and how can you pick? It's like, man, every single one, Luke Chu, Bam Cat, everyone that's come on our show, they just it was just it was no hesitation in the yes. They're like, yeah, we'll come on. Like, oh my gosh, wait, okay. And that's again, you're like, how can you not support? And my daughter watched Bam Cat's show and she drew that right after. That's not bad. My daughter drew. I'm like, man, that's pretty. And again, that right there is just.
You bring up a really good point there, right? Because like, yes, NFTs or digital now, they have a new medium to create, but these artists actually now have a new medium to connect, right? It's not just right whether you find them through the NFT or you hear an interview with you guys and one of the artists or any of those. But as an artist, you can actually join someone's Discord now and find your fans, right? Like right there across the world. And that across the world part is very crucial to the story, right? Because like maybe your fans up until this point are only in your hometown because they've recognized you and they're proud that you're a hometown artist or something, right? But now we're literally bringing down the borders, right? And the borders on what's and on what allows people to connect with each other, right? And like 4 years ago, I wasn't using Discord. I wasn't having regular Zoom chats with people. You know what I mean? Like all of those technologies have come together to push this new age form of communication. And as a creative, to have that opportunity, it goes beyond just selling something on VeVe. It's well, now I can connect with fans that actually appreciate what I'm doing and reward them for it as well, right?
Yeah, when we're talking to like Kozik, I think he said, he was like, the biggest thing that all this has done is what you said, being able to create now, because people come to my Twitter, it's a whole medium now for them to just see who I am, or just follow me now. And now he's getting DMs all the time, he says, and this and that. It doesn't matter if it's from the VeVe app or another project he may be working on as well. But he said that was the biggest thing that NFTs have done, or digital art have done for him, and any artist, I think, too, because
a lot of people, these artists launched on VeVe 12 months ago, 18 months ago, whatever it was, and then you'd see their projects elsewhere, and people used to say like, "Oh, do you have a problem with that?" Right? Because they found that artist through VeVe. It was like, no, the whole point of this was always to raise the artists. Like release your work wherever you want, release whatever you want. Obviously we have our own deal with them, but like, if even, like we said before, if even one person finds that artist who didn't know them before and becomes a fan, then the whole thing has been successful, right? Because you've grown that audience.
And that's just it. That's kind of like same with us, our basis in a sense. Same thing, if one person just grab in, we're in a couple different chats, this, that, and we've had a few people reach out. We're like, oh man, thanks for that video. Like, we never heard of this person. Now, now I like, and they do some look into them. They find out more about them. So, I mean, that's the whole purpose of it.
Completely agree.
What are your handles? I know a lot of people know your handles, your socials, and all that good stuff. Where can we find you at, Rhys?
Yeah, at ECOMI_Rhys. That's kind of my handle on everything. It seemed the easiest way to go about it.
Easy enough.
Twitter, Telegram, Discord. I don't frequent Discord or Telegram really that much these days. Twitter's where I hang out the most, and then obviously Spaces, AMAs, all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. All right, Rhys, we really appreciate your time. Chad, you want to take us out this evening, brother?
Yeah, I certainly can. We've had Rhys here on the show, and I appreciate you, coming on, taking the time to chat with us and everything. This is Blake and Chad's Collect and Connect. I'm Chad, that's Blake, and that's Rhys from VeVe. And I appreciate you coming on the show.
No. Yeah. Let's grow. Yeah. All right, man. I appreciate it.
Really, thank you.